Hi, so welcome to this quick shoulder tune-up class. We're going to be using a strap for this routine of poses, and it's a great short routine to do daily to improve and maintain overall shoulder health and posture. So grab yourself a strap or a belt, and if you do want to do a longer, fuller length class that adds onto this one, I'll put a link to that just below. I suggest you sit up on your knees on a block or a bolster, because on our knees like this, it just helps to maintain a nice tall spine that we're going to want for this. When you're ready there, hold your strap out in front, just a little bit wider, an inch or two wider than your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back and down as though you want to slide your shoulder blades down your back. Grip tightly and pull. Cinch in a little bit through your waist and draw your ribs back slightly just to prevent your chest from lifting upwards. So spine is long, we're pulling. Imagine you want to tear your strap in half. We keep the shoulders drawing down and back. If you do this on your own, count 10 to 15 breaths. And then relax. When you're ready, we'll do the same overhead. So take that strap up, roll the shoulders back and down, and pull. Keep breathing smoothly, steadily as you pull here. Notice what you can feel around the shoulders. Again, around 10 breaths, maybe a little bit more. And both of these really help to draw the shoulder blades down and back where they should be. Relax there. Instead of rolling forwards, which happens a lot when our shoulders hunch. From there, slide your hands a little bit wider now. Take the arms up, all the way overhead, and then bend the elbows, bringing the strap behind your head. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep going, doing a few of these. Creating some resistance there. Imagine you're pulling down on a weight. If this is difficult, just do your best, see how it feels, and practice it regularly, see if it gets easier. Next time we'll go all the way up and then down again in front. Inhale up and exhale. See if you can keep the arms straight this time as you take them back as far as you can behind. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. So you might need to widen the strap, or you might just be taking the strap part way. That is great. Doesn't necessarily need to go all the way back behind. Good, and finishing up there, good. So if you're doing that on your own, again, around 10 to 15 repetitions. All right, narrow your grip again slightly, maybe in between the two hand positions that we've had so far, taking the strap up overhead and then going off to one side. So try not to take the whole body off to one side. You want to keep your balance, keep your sitting bones down. Through the center and then off to the other side. So initially here, we're not touching the floor. We're going to change this up in a moment. Grip the strap quite firmly. Imagine you want to pull the hands away from each other. And we should feel that quite nicely or intensely around the armpit that we're lengthening. Now, next time you come over to the side, widen the hands, lengthen down through the strap, and maybe you do come down to the floor with the fingertips on one arm. finding a comfortable pace going side to side there. This is something you can do standing. If you have a desk job, maybe you can keep your strap nearby and do one or two of these things regularly throughout the day. Okay, back to the center once you've done an even amount on both sides. We've got one more thing to do here, and I'm just going to turn around to the side so you can see. You might know this one. So I call it flossing the shoulders. We're going to take the strap up in one hand, and then the other hand is going to scoop around behind and comfortably clasp it. The strap. Exhale, pull the strap down, bending the top elbow. Inhale, straighten the top elbow, arm to reach up. So starting this at a really easy distance. Then as you go, after a few, you could potentially slide that lower hand up an inch or two. And becomes a little bit more challenging there on that lower arm. It's really the lower arm that we're thinking about primarily, although it does have a lot of benefits for this top shoulder as well. Just take a little note of, is your chest flaring upwards? If so, hug the belly in, front ribs back, just to keep the spine long, so that we're just really focusing this into the shoulders. Maybe on that last one, you just hold it for a few seconds. And then keep the lower hand where it is. Drop the top arm. Maybe you clasp the fingers or just slide the hands down the strap. A few breaths there. A great pose to do regularly on its own. It tells us a lot about the health of our shoulders. And slowly release there. Other side. So we start by holding the strap up top. Easily spin the hand around to clasp it somewhere near your lower back. One side is obviously going to be much harder than the other. Or maybe that's not obvious, but it is very likely to be. And then again, after a few, you can shorten that strap if that feels good. Bear in mind, how much is this lower elbow winging out to the side? Ideally, we're keeping the elbow close in towards the body. But if this is difficult just now, it will feel hard to do that. This is such a great one to practice regularly, though. Okay. So when you're ready, maybe you're going to hold for a few breaths. Maybe you're going to clasp. So if you know this pose, actually doing this flossing technique with the strap makes this pose so much easier, I find anyway. See what you think and let me know. And if you have a harder side, do a little bit extra on that harder side each time. And notice them starting to even up. Okay, so that's that short routine that I do recommend to do daily, if not regularly. What I think we could do just to finish for a few breaths or a few minutes is lie back, rest the inner knees, drape the arms all the way over the chest. Taking a few minutes to do nothing. Let the arms and shoulders be heavy. And you can take a minute or two and then switch the cross of the arms. Stay there as long as you like. I'm going to leave you to it. I hope you enjoyed that class. It's one of my favorite routines, and I do it regularly myself. If you'd like to join me for a longer class where we actually use the strap in a whole range of different poses, including standing poses, I'm going to put the link to that class just below. It's another really good one. Let me know your questions, thoughts, comments, and I'll see you again really soon.